All right, y'all, good morning. How are y'all doing this morning? Oh man, I'll tell you what, it's been a rough week so far. It definitely has been a rough week so far. We're gonna start off, let me get this speed right. We're gonna start off dragging another deep section of river. I come down here because we're supposed to deal with a pretty intense west wind today. Like, we're gonna have some pretty good gusts and stuff. So it appears that this is gonna be the best option as far as this west wind. We're also gonna do got a couple creek mouths that we're gonna set in front of too. I caught some live shad this morning, and I'm gonna try using some live shad. Matter of fact, I'm gonna drag one behind the boat too while we're doing this. And that's gonna be kind of the plan. We're gonna work through this deep section of river. Got a little bit more, and then we're gonna go swap everything over to suspending, and we're just gonna go suspend. I mean, it's been kind of sort of a good way to catch them. Dragging hasn't really been the deal, but you know, gotta keep trying, because I think that if we stick with the deeper sections, again, I didn't want to hit the other stuff that we've already hit. So this is going to be another section that has deep water. We got some deep holes. Got a pretty good deep stretch, about 100 or so feet long. You know, there may be something laying in it. I don't know. We're going to figure it out though. But yeah, it's one of the bigger deals that we're going to do today. I can't wait just to see. I feel pretty good about today. I don't know why. I just kind of woke up this morning after the last 2 days. We are definitely in consistent conditions right now, and that's kind of what we're looking for. This is day 3 post cold front. Day 3 of the moderate to high barometric pressure. You know, bluebird skies and stuff like that. So we're day 3 of it. So hopefully, because them old fish, they've been kind of tight-lipped the last couple days. I'm hoping they're a little bit looser lipped today. That's what I'm hoping. That would actually be ideal if they were, to where we can catch us a couple. Man, we have just kind of riding the struggle bus here lately. But that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna toss a live shad down the center. That's what I wanted. So here's that. He is very much live. And I'm gonna get him under his mouth if I can get him to open it. And out through the nose. Just like that. That's how he's gonna chill down there. Do me proud, buddy. Let one of them big old flatheads come slurp you up. That would be ideal. Yeah, we're gonna see what this west wind does to us. Now here it's gonna kind of mess with us, but once we get around that corner there, we'll be into the west wind. So everything will be kind of cattywampus for a minute till we get to it. I'll toss a head chunk on this one. I'm gonna go a couple big baits, couple small baits. 'Cause I don't know what these fish are gonna want today. They ain't told me nothing all week. Or at least the last 2 days. They ain't told me crap. You'll notice that my my lineup of rods is a little bit different this time, because I've been sitting on these rods for a while. These are the Blue Water Series rods. I got another one that, well, don't look too hard at. But these Blue Water Series rods, I've had the whole set for a while. I just haven't used them. So I just said to heck with it. I mean, might as well start using them. I got them, put them through the paces. So that's kind of what we're doing. I've used them a little bit, which I've used this one a little bit, and I don't know, I kind of like them. They're a little bit lighter, a little bit more, I don't know, more of what a medium action rod should be, I think. So I think old Mad Catz has done a pretty good job with these rods here. Of course, their new legacy rods that are coming out, you know, they've done a pretty good job with those too. You know, it's like I always say, competition creates innovation. So I like using it. But like I said, I've been, you know, I bought, my wife, she fell in love with these, the Blue Water Series rods. So I ended up getting one of each for her. And they just been kind of sitting there collecting dust. So I was sitting there yesterday, it's kind of like, well, man, I ought to, you know, use them, I guess. So that's why I said my lineup's gonna be a little bit different for a little while. Just for the simple fact, I got brand new rods and I want to use them. Okay, so let me catch another shad. Put a chunk of him down. All right. So like I said, everything's going to be kind of weird because we got, you know, like I said, once we turn this corner here, we'll be all right. Then once we get to the spot where I want to suspend at, that'll be a little bit better. And if we get some current, that'd be even more better. There's a fish finally. That's what I'm talking about. On some shad though. No big deal. Now if he just stays pinned, he'll be doing even better. As we're coming down into this deep hole. Bring him over here. Hey, I'll take him. As tough as this has been the last 2 days, I will absolutely take him. Yeah, I will absolutely take you, buddy. Heck yeah. I dang sure will. God, it has been tough, y'all. It's the first okay fish we've caught. Heck yeah. Well, I appreciate that, little buddy. I really do. Finally, get the skunk off the boat. Like I said, y'all, back before I started doing this full time, you know, and I knew it was conditions like this, you know, cold fronts and whatnot, I just stay at the house. Oop. And then I just wait for the conditions to get better before I come back out. Ooh, that one feels pretty solid. Oh, but it came out. But since I kind of sort of do this for a living, I got to kind of be out here and just absolutely brutalize myself on some of these days. All right, get another shad. Okay. So far he is hooked up. So far. That's on the skipjack chunk. I don't know, man. If we could do it, we may just keep dragging. I mean, if that's the best thing we got going right now. He is not a monster, by no means. But it's a fish. Man, glad to see you, buddy. Glad to see you. I'm glad you actually, one, ate it, two, got hooked up. Definitely glad to see that. Yeah, you weren't going nowhere, were you? Tell you what, them old hooks are sticky, ain't they? Yeah, let me help you out there, buddy. There you go. Alrighty, I do appreciate that. Golly, I appreciate that. Okay, let's see where we're going here. We need to go that way. Alright, get another piece of skipjack. I'm going to replace that one on that outside rod. It's a big head. I just don't know. Oop. There we go. And he come off. My Lord. How could it, like he was pulling drag. I mean, he wasn't a big fish, but he was pulling drag. And then they just pop off. I mean, I know why. I mean, you know, one, they're short striking, so they're not getting the entire hook in their face. And the second thing is this happens more often than not. You see how it's all, you know, it's just slime all the way up here. So they get wrapped in that leader line. And then it's just, it'll actually apply pressure to pull the hook back out. I mean, that actually happens. You know, a lot of people always say, well, it's the hook, it's this, it's that. It's not. It's the fish. It's definitely the fish. They just get to spinning and flopping and all the things. And then that is the result, especially if they're not hooked very well. All right, well, we're gonna go sit up in that creek mouth, or right off the edge of that creek mouth, or the creek channel. It's kind of a neat little deal. I know the wind's gonna want to push us this way, so we're just gonna roll with it. We're just gonna spot lock in that area. I'm gonna suspend 3 rods, and because this right here, it's getting out of hand. It's definitely getting out of hand. Which I figured it would. That's why we're going to just just go suspend somewhere, let the wind do what it does, and we're gonna sit there. We're gonna put time in. I got a feeling that maybe these fish will get to moving around that area. Now see, that was a fish. But I think them fish are gonna get to moving around that area. Probably not a whole lot of fish, so we're gonna have to put some time in, and that's fine. I mean, ain't like I got anything else better to do, not with this wind. So let's go do that. We get some rods suspended out once we figure out what the wind's gonna do to us. Get some fresh baits. Besides that, that's what I wanted to do, is I wanted to drop down a live shad, suspend it there. See what will happen. All right, so we made it to the spot. It's kind of got this is where the creek channel dumps out. Then it's got kind of a high spot right behind us, but right in this little area, a little pocket, it's about 48 feet deep, and there's fish all over down there. I've seen some decent ones, you know, but that means absolutely nothing. We've actually kind of got the wind in our favor. It's actually blowing. You know, well, it's blowing us in this way, but you know, that doesn't matter, like I said, because we've got a little bit of current, if any, that we have. But we're just going to kind of saturate this area right here with, keep seeing stuff come up over there. I wonder if it's skipjack. But we're going to saturate this area with a couple baits, but like I said, I'm going to drop a live one right down the back. I don't know if we have any current. We do. I don't know. But if nothing else, it'll just help stabilize the boat some. Here we go. There we go. God, dog, get out of the rod holder. Matter of time, y'all. Just a lot of fish right here. If it just stays hooked up, that'd be even better. Just all kinds of squirrely. Oh yeah, he's a decent fish. Heck yeah, he's a decent fish. Let me get the net on this dude. Just catching and moving around the area. Because you go up that way, there's a lot of bait. Heck yeah, buddy, it's old male. This is an old male. Oh yeah, he's a solid 20 for sure. I mean, the screen has just lit up. There's more fish, but what it is, just a big wad of baits come through, and all these fish are just following them. Heck yeah, buddy, I appreciate that, man. Ouch. He's like, well, you shouldn't have had your hand in my mouth. You are correct, sir. I apologize. Yeah, look at this dude. That's a good fish. Heck yeah, not terrible at all. Solid 20 right there. Sitting here suspending. All right. Thank you, buddy. Heck yeah. Nothing wrong with that at all. we go. There we go. That dog, he went directly under the boat. Oh, did you get in that one, you dog? You dog. Yeah, he grabbed it, went directly into the boat. All right, come on. Let's see if we can do this here. Yeah, he's not a terrible fish. Yeah, not a terrible fish at all. Except for you got me all tangled up, buddy. Yeah, he hit it and went directly under the boat. Heck yeah, look at this dude. Solid 13 pounder, 12, 13 pounder. Nothing wrong with that, except for you left me a mess, buddy. Either way, I appreciate it. Okay. All right, got that done. All right, let's go try another spot. Got one more spot that I want to hit before the day's over. We'll go down there. It's kind of sort of the same deal. We'll be in front of a creek mouth where the creek channel dumps out. We'll put the last bit of fresh bait on, and then we will see what happens. All right, I'm going to drop a head down here. Just because I got them. So that creek channel comes out right through here. Actually, it's more right through here. I seen some fish. Of course, that means absolutely nothing. Seen a lot of fish the other area too, but seen some okay looking ones. We'll just say that. But I will drop a head straight down the back here. Kind of at the bottom of the ledge where that creek channel meets the main channel. We'll just see if there's anything moving in and out, up and down through here. Well, all right, y'all, that's gonna do it for this one. Man, I'll tell you what, not a terrible day compared to the last 2 days that I've been out here. I was trying to fish with, against, whatever, this wind the last 2 days, and it just led to a lot of frustration. So I come to another end of another part of the river where it looked like on the map the wind wouldn't be terrible, which it really wasn't. I mean, it gusted and it blew. It did all of what it was supposed to do. Tried to get a little bit of dragging in before it got too bad, which we did catch a few fish doing that, which wasn't bad. I'm glad we finally did, because even when I tried to do that the first 2 days, nothing. I mean, it was just, of course, where I didn't say this in the beginning, but we had over this past weekend, we had a massive cold front come through. So the night before was the afternoon before was like 87 something degrees, 89 degrees. Woke up that morning, it was 42 degrees. So yeah, it was a pretty good cold front. You can see I'm trying to stay warm out here with this wind. But each day, the water temp has come down. So we'll say on Monday, it started off, I think, the high it got was like maybe 76, 77. Yesterday it got up to about 74, 75. Today the highest it got was 73. and barely 73. It's bounced between 72.9 and 73. So the water temp is dropping, and that is fantastic. Because I had a bite on that one. Because there's going to come a time where these fish are just, they are going to get into feed mode, and we're almost there. And I'm so happy. I'm so happy because this, like I said, this cold front's going to stick. Once we finally get the temperatures pushing down, you know, get some stuff kind of leveling out, that would be neat. Everything's kind of been the same. So this is the third day past the cold front, and so the bite's getting better. So I'm hoping the next trip things will get better, you know, then better and better as things go on. Still running around, couldn't find skipjack on the main river yet. There is a spot that I'm going to check because it looked like there was some flipping out there when we were fishing by it. And then we caught a few suspended. Caught our two biggest, matter of fact, suspended. I'm going to probably do more of that, just kind of hit some of these channel mouths, these creek channel mouths, because there's some more the further downriver I go. And I may try to fish more of that, because there's something to that, especially like if it gets windy again, which it's supposed to. I mean, it's fall, it's always windy. So I'll try to fish more of that, just for the simple fact, it doesn't matter if the boat moves around. I don't care, as long as I'm suspended up off the bottom. You know, if I was trying to cast out, you're just dragging everything across the bottom, and you're gonna get hung up pretty much every time, especially if you're fishing structure. And that's kind of what I hit at the other spot. I thought there was something here, but there wasn't a whole lot. There's some sporadic stuff, but nothing like it was at the last spot. So I'll find more of that, I think, on next trip. And that may be what we do, is try to pinpoint these fish on that type of structure relating to these creek mouths. So, but yeah, I mean, still a good day. Like I said, the last 2 days have been super tough. So I'm glad to finally come out and actually be able to put together a video for you guys, because I want to tell you what, the first 2 days were not anything worthwhile. Yeah, getting a bunch of little dink bites now. Well, I don't know. Yeah, I think he let go of it. He kind of looked serious there for a minute. But yeah, so that's kind of the plan for next trip. I was hoping to pull one out of here. I did see a couple decent fish when we come up, but didn't work out. But either way, with all that being said, I appreciate you watching this one, and I'll catch you on the next one.